Hey gamers, I am in France this week, so for today's videos, they're going to be pre-recorded. My first story that I want to talk about, of course, is the release of Delta Force. I'm excited, but I'm actually kind of disappointed because have a look at the PC Gamer review. My story is based on this. I have not played the game yet, but I've followed it. I've seen the development. I've watched a bunch of videos. So here's the summary of what the internet is feeling at the moment, and the internet is disappointed like I would imagine many of you are. The game is apparently just a clone of Battlefield in a sense. It is not exactly Battlefield, but supposedly the tank animations are similar, some of the guns are similar, some of the sounds are similar. So while again it seems like it follows a lot of what we're hearing recently with like the example of Light and Materium, which is the Horizon Zero Dawn clone, unfortunately people have decided to copy Battlefield in a sense. Instead of making like Delta Force was awesome. I remember growing up in the 90s and my older brother got Delta Force for me. And it was the first game. I'm like, oh my God, these guns sound cool. The missions sound cool. It was like, yeah, go into the South American jungle, break these guys out of jail. I mean, that was awesome. It was fun. Like, I mean, looking at these sorts of games now, compare it to like back then. Of course, back then was nothing compared to modern day era of game, but oh my God, like you just felt something. You felt like you could use the imagination. You were like a real soldier battling through the jungles of South America, going after the Shining Path. The guns are great, and the game just made you feel like, yeah, I'm excited to be in this universe, right? Now, it is a decent game. I haven't seen how many people are playing it on Steam. I can't imagine it's too many. It is in early access. They're still going to be developing it. So maybe it will get better in the future. But I mean, the story that I really want to talk about today is number one, is the monetization of Delta Force is really, really bad. You know, there's the typical $30, $10 skins, $100 packs, battle passes, you name it, it is in there, which is unfortunate, right? And then the other death of an IP that I want to talk about is Command and Conquer. I was looking through games for the Steam Deck, and I saw Command and Conquer on there, and I'm like, oh wow, I miss Command and Conquer. Like when I think back to games that made me the gamer that I am, number one is Civilization One, because that was when I discovered like I want to control the world, like you know some sort of movie almost. And the second game would be Command and Conquer in 1995. I remember it because my parents took me to England for the first time, my first international vacation. We went to Virgin Media. I wanted to say Virgin Galactic, but of course that was not a thing in 1995. And I bought Command and Conquer, and we came back to South Africa. And I remember that was probably the longest gaming session I ever had in my life. I played that for 6 hours. I think it was my birthday at the time, and it was fantastic, awesome. Since then, right, like we haven't had. I think the last Command and Conquer game was like in the early 2000s, like Yuri's Revenge or something like that. And we haven't had a good RTS Command and Conquer game. It's just been all these horrible mobile games. I tried one of them a few years ago, and I mean it was okay, but it's just to me it doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, this is EA after all, and Andrew Wilson, and that dude just only cares about money. At the same time, right, like I think we've seen a trend when it comes to gaming where gamers want to spend money, right? They'll pay $70 for a good game. And like, why would you want to throw it away? Why would, like all the people who were in from the 90s are now like 41 or 42 or 30 something right now. They're earning money. They have a family. They've got disposable income. They'll pay $70, $80 for a game. Why would you want to throw that away for mobile gaming? And then the franchise only lasts for a few months, and then you just basically kill the franchise because the taste in some people's mouth after playing like a mobile game is just horrible. So, what do you think, right? Are you going to play Delta Force? Are you going to play whatever the next Command and Conquer mobile game is? I think I saw a trailer for that a few months ago. If you are, let me know. Why is it good? Why am I wrong? I'd love to know. And then don't forget to tune in for Friday's video where I talk about Path of Exile 2.